What's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Icecoldjt, back with another video. You read the title. I barred in a barbershop. Now look, before I actually dive deep into the the plot of the story, the climax, I mean literally, because in the story, I'm saying, I climax at a barbershop. But before I actually get to that part, my boy, we gotta give, the intro, the backstory. We need to dive deep into the mind of who I was during that time. Oh, hey, I'm not, calm down, my boy. We're not trying to rhyme over here, my boy. Chill. So this goofy story actually took place a long time ago. I'm talking about like low-key during the medieval ancient times. Back when wars were fought. No guns, no knives, no blades, no swords. Straight up, my boy, boulders and fruity pebbles. Like we're literally throwing doo-doo pebbles at each other. Not even fist fight, nah, bro, we're not even there yet. My boy, fist fight, nah, that's too evolved. We're throwing rocks, we're throwing dirt at each other's eyes. Now, to be humbly honest, if you guys want me to give you a specific date, like an actual number on the page or number on the calendar, I'm gonna keep it a buck. This story literally took place in November 2016. Like, this was a long ass time ago, my boy. So this beta tale, it's dusty. It's ancient. It got spider webs on it. But with all that humbly being said, just know this story took place during the ICEJT era, according to the ICEcold history textbook. And yeah, I was 16 years old, about 119 pounds, 5'7", 5'8", somewhere around there, right? Typical NBA height, it is what it is. Shout out to soccer. My favorite food at the time was cheese pizza from Trader Joe's with a side of potato chips and a big ass glass of apple juice. That was my top tier meal. I'm gonna keep it a buck. ICEJT, yeah. That was his favorite meal. I'm talking about after he comes home from school, eating that meal, then goes to bed, release a fat gallon real quick, watch some anime, and repeat. I'm gonna keep it a buck. But look, speaking of anime though, I'm not gonna lie, I was obsessed with anime. I'm talking about I was spending at least 4 hours a day just watching anime, bro. And on the weekends, of course, I was spending at least 8 hours. But if you guys want an idea of what kind of animes I was watching at the time, to be humbly honest, of course, Attack on Naruto. I was also watching My Villain Academia, One Punch Woman, Full Metal Alchemist Sisterhood, Alive Note, Sword Art Offline. The list goes on, my boy. I'm talking about I'm watching any anime I see. High school DxD, nah, bro. College DxD. The fuck? Boku no Pico? Let me take a peek at that. Oh, I'm just playing though. Spoiler alert, I actually did watch Boku no Pico, just a good 2 minutes of it. The moment I saw, if you know, you know. The moment I saw that little baby carrot, I'm like, oh, hell nah, bro. And that's why low-key I developed some type of like childhood trauma when it comes to baby carrots. Like, it came to the point where I could not eat carrots for years. And it was only until about 2 years ago when I finally, started to eat carrots again. But during, my teenage years, hell nah, bro. I'm not putting a carrot in my mouth after watching that Boku no Pico scene. If you know, you know. But hey, if you don't know, please don't look it up, my boy. Please don't look it up unless you love sucking on Fruity Pebbles and Hershey Kisses. But besides my goofy addiction to anime, I was also addicted to video games. Now you may be wondering, like, my boy, like, JT, what kind of video games are you playing? Are you playing Minecraft, aka Yourcraft? Like, are you playing Call of Duty, aka Call of Booty? Like, what are you playing, my boy? I'm gonna keep it a buck. Since it was the year 1864, I was addicted to these 4 main mobile games: Clash of Clans, Clash Royale, and Pokemon Go, aka Pokemon Stop. When I say I was addicted to these games, I'm talking about, my boy, I would play them damn near 24/7. You know how we got 24 hours in the day, right? Bitch, I'll be playing these games for 28 hours a day. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Instead of me getting on the floor and trying to max out these push-ups, I'm over here trying to max out my town hall. Instead of me going outside and trying to level up my social skills, my boy, I'm in the Pokemon universe trying to level up my Pokemon. Not only was I, addicted to playing these goofy ass games and leveling up in a false reality, but to make it even worse, I was also on YouTube, my boy, watching other people level up in this fake ass reality. I was watching other people play Pokemon Go, watching other men play Clash of Clans, yeah. Watching them upgrade their town halls over time. I'm talking about every single time they drop the video, I instantly click, my boy. And I'm not those type of guys who I just instantly go on the video to type in the comments. I'm not a fellow Yagi. I literally click on these videos because I just wanted to get a dopamine rush of seeing other men accomplish their goals. Like, low-key, it felt like I did something. I was like, yeah, I'm a part of their journey. Yeah, I did that too. Oh, that dude, he hit level 20 in that game? Me too, my boy, yeah. Like, I did so, even though, obviously, I did not, my boy. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's kind of similar to when you watch the hub and you see a dude and a female. It's like, yeah, I did that too. But no, you didn't, my boy. That was through a stinky GMO screen. And speaking of the hub, I'm not gonna lie, my boys. I'm very glad that I mentioned that because this is the whole point of the video. During this time, when I was 16 years old, you know what I'm saying, the year 1776, I'm gonna keep it a buck. My hub addiction was damn near at its peak. And when I say peak, I'm not talking about peak from Attack on Naruto. I'm referring to my prime hub days. High school JT was a different type of dude. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like his perverted, goofy ass. Oh my gosh, bro. He was, whoo, we gotta talk about this, my boy. Let me put you guys into perspective real quick. Prime hub JT was someone you don't want to bring your sister around. You don't want to bring your mother, any type of female around this dude. I'm gonna keep it a buck. This, oh my gosh, bro. Like low-key, thinking about this dude, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like we low-key gotta lock him in a cage or some shit like that. Like if he's out of that cage, I'm gonna keep it a buck. If he's around some type of female, something might happen. Like not really in real life, like physically wise, nothing will happen. But psychologically, mentally, what's going on in his brain, aka my brain back in the day, my boy, in 2016, yeah. Whenever a female was in sight, like I literally saw, you know what I'm saying, a girl in my radar, I'm not gonna lie, my boys, I would instantly analyze the circumference of her booty cheek. Like I'm talking about, I would use my imagination to calculate the diameter of her nipples using the Pythagorean theorem, aka y equals mx plus b. I'm gonna keep it a buck, shout out to Jack formula. So just know, I was an insanely goofy, stinky, weird-ass, creepy kid. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I just want you guys to know that before diving deep, please, into this story. Because this story is about to get a little goofy, I'm not gonna lie, bro. It might make you uncomfortable, it might make your nipples tingle, so watch out, my boy. And yeah, with all that humbly being said, hopefully you got out some type of non-GMO snacks, maybe a tree branch, maybe a book to eat, you know what I'm saying, glasses to chew on, I don't know, a light bulb to lick. Just whip out any type of food you got in your house to sip on because I'm not gonna lie, this story is gonna be insanely long and lengthy, just like a micro hot dog. Now with all that humbly being said, let's truly begin the ICEcold beta tale story time. Hey! Now to truly begin this ICEcold beta tale story time, I gotta give you guys just a little bit more context on how it ended up in this barbershop, my boy, because you read the title, in a barbershop. I gotta tell you guys how I got there in the first place. How did I get in this down bad, stinky, sticky, gluey, white liquidy situation? How? So with that humbly being said, let's truly begin, right? So look, one summer winter day in the middle of fall, my family, you know what I'm saying, took a trip to my cousin's house. Now, my cousins, they live about 8 hours away because me personally, I live in the Hidden Leaf Village and they live in the Hidden Sand Village. So we're kind of, you know what I'm saying, there's some distance apart, right? And the reason why we even like traveled outside in the first place to even see them is because it was Thanksgiving, my boy. November 2016, my boy, you know what I'm saying? Holiday. And for those of you who aren't really familiar with the term Thanksgiving, because maybe you live somewhere else outside the USA, because me personally, I really don't know like if other countries celebrate Thanksgiving. I just know in the USA where I live, you know what I'm saying? USA, ugly, stinky Antarctica. That's where I live. I'm gonna keep it a book. No spoilers. We celebrate Thanksgiving, my boy. And pretty much what we do is we all meet with our family or friends and we just give gratitude. Like low-key, we're all sitting in a big-ass circle, maybe during lunchtime or dinner time, and we all just, you know what I'm saying, express love, show some love real quick. I'm thankful for the sun. I'm thankful for kangaroos. I'm thankful for doo-doo. I'm thankful for my testicles. Like, you know what I'm saying? We all just gotta, like, say something that we're thankful for one by one. I'm gonna keep it a buck, like, low-key on some concentration camp school vibes, yeah! And afterwards, you know, after we all show our love and gratitude to the world, now it's time to eat. It's time to feast. And typically on Thanksgiving Day, bro, people like to eat, you know what I'm saying, a vegan's favorite food, turkey, aka a dead bird, aka an alive giraffe. So with that humbly being said, now that you guys have a pretty good understanding of what Thanksgiving actually is, now it's time for me to continue the goofy story. Now look, since it was Thanksgiving time, you know, my ICEcold family decided to travel outside Wall Maria, you know, outside the Hidden Leaf Village to see my ICEcold cousins. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna visit them real quick for Thanksgiving. And basically, bro, it was a goofy 8-hour drive to get there. Now, some of you may think that's nothing, right? 8-hour drive, 8-hour flight. Like, who gives a fuck, my boy? Like, you know what I'm saying? Time will fly. Nah, bro. Back in the day, my boy, I'm gonna keep it a book. My dopamine levels were so messed up that me just sitting in a car for more than 5 minutes with no stimulation, my boy, I was about to go insane. I felt like I was in prison. Like, I'm talking about just me sitting on a stinky, nasty plastic chair just looking outside the window. Fuck no. Like, at that point, let me jump out the window. Fuck you talking about? Like, hell no, let me bust on the window or some shit. Like, I don't know. Like, I gotta have some type of stimulation, some type of dopamine. Like, damn. I could not sit still, my boy. I'm talking about I'm laying in the back real quick, just like crawling around in circles, low-key, trying to take a nap, but low-key I can't because, my boy, it's uncomfortable as hell. Like, I put my head on the motherfucking, like, seat thing or whatever. My boy, that shit uncomfortable as shit. Like, low-key, it's bumpy-ass roads. Like, damn, bro, I can't even fall asleep. I'm low-key getting headaches and shit like that. Shout out to Mikasa from Attack on Naruto. But yeah, my boy, just know it was an insanely uncomfortable ride. Like, I'm talking about, I hated this shit, bro, with all my heart. I'm gonna keep it a buck because deadass, deep down, all I wanted to do was just stay home and just beat my meat and play video games. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's all I wanted to do. Isn't that what every damn near teenage kid wants to do? Stay home, play games, to their heart's desire. I'm not trying to go outside, my boy, meet my family. I don't give a fuck about my family. I know it sounds messed up. I did not care. I want to see my cousins. Like, if anything, that's really uncomfortable. That's putting me out my comfort zone. Now I have to socialize with another human being? What? Oh, hell no. Let me just... Fuck you talking about? I'm gonna keep it a buck. I was a zombie. And we're gonna talk about this, my boy, like in this story, like how I was a zombie, my boy, because this is the reason why I even ended up in the barbershop going crazy, my boy. Like, everything has a reason, okay? Everything happens for a reason too, by the way. You know what I'm saying? For those who don't know. Yeah, I'm not just telling this story on some goofy entertainment vibe. Obviously, I love, you know what I'm saying? I love entertaining men. But at the same time, just know every single story has a very monumental lesson deep inside. We have to low-key carve it out, my boy. Just like how you know what I'm saying, eating a pumpkin or some shit and you take out the seed, shout out to the seed of life. Retain your seed, retain for gain, a bus for less. But yeah, low-key getting way the fuck off topic. Let me calm down. Chill. So look, you know, during this whole 8-hour stinky drive, in my mind, I'm just thinking, like, bro, can we get there already? I'm gonna keep it about, I was a very impatient, stinky kid. I'm talking about if I had a reward in my mind. I mean, in this case, it wasn't really a reward, but I just wanted to get the fuck out the car. Like, I wanted to just arrive already. Boy, can we make it to the hidden sand village? Like, damn. Like, holy shit. Every time I look outside the window, I look at my GPS, like, how many hours? 6 hours left, 5 hours and 45 minutes. Oh my gosh. Like, low-key, all I really wanted to do was just take a fucking nap real quick and then literally wake up, my boy, right when we arrived. Like, low-key, I wanted to sleep so hard to the point where my brother has to slap me in the face, be like, hey, my boy, we were here. That was low-key the dream scenario. But guess what? It didn't happen. Yeah. So what did I do, right? I had to entertain myself somehow. And no, I couldn't just, like, you know what I'm saying, make a video. I couldn't be productive. I couldn't play chess. I couldn't do shit. So what did I do? My boy, I scrolled on YouTube. I scrolled on Netflix. I watched a shit ton of anime. Like, I low-key just watched anything I could. Like, it was to the point where I didn't really plan to watch any shows. I just, like, wanted to see anything. I'm gonna keep it Boku no Pico. Like, fuck it. Let me just watch something. Let me just see some type of moving pixel on my fucking screen. Yeah. And the sad part about this all, my boy, is that during this whole time, when I had my phone out, I'm gonna keep it a buck, I would constantly just like be checking up on the hub. If you are new to this channel, just know that back in the day, back in 1964, I had an insane hardcore hub addiction. Like, I'm talking about, when I say hardcore, I'm talking about like a strong core, like a hard six-pack, hard Aaron Yeager abs core type vibe. It was, I can't even really express it in words to be humbly shout the vocabulary, but just know for damn near every hour of the day, my boy, I was fantasizing about booty cheeks and nipples. Like, those squishy circles were on my mind 24/7. Even when I was asleep too, because sometimes I would just have a lot of lustful ass dreams. I'm gonna keep it a buck. And I wasn't even on NoFap at the time too. Like, it wasn't even a wet dream, it was a dry dream, but there were still just lustful demons in my head. Yeah, this head, not the other head. It got to the point where literally, my boy, like, whenever I'll be having a conversation with somebody, instead of me listening to the other person talk, I would just be thinking about a female sucking some cock. Or let's say I'm in school, right? Instead of me paying attention in class, bro, I'm just daydreaming about ass. My boy, now when I go home, instead of me trying to do my homework, all I'm trying to see is a bitch twerk. I'm gonna keep it about, yeah! I was addicted. The only thing on my mind was, hey, hey, hey. That's all I wanted to see. I truly just wanted to see an extra large digging stick dive deep into a hole. I'm gonna keep it a buck over and over again. So throughout this whole 8-hour car ride from the hidden leaf village to the hidden sand village, all I'm thinking about is just booty cheeks and nipples. The whole time, my boy. Whether I'm on the hub actually, like, you know, physically watching the shit, or I'm just literally just staring out the window and just thinking about. I know it sounds weird and kind of stinky and goofy, but it's the humble truth, my boy. My dopamine receptors were literally fried. Like, they were so fried to the point where they looked like charcoal. Like, it was burnt, my boy, my dopamine receptors. I'm gonna keep it a buck. But hey, to make matters even worse though, You may be wondering, like, okay, you're sitting in a car thinking about ass. What's the big deal? You're just a typical teenage guy, right? Nah, my boy. Like, I was literally in a car full of men and women. Like, I was with other people, my boy. Like, I was not alone in my room in the corner, inside a closet. Fuck no, my boy. I was literally in the backseat of a van right next to my ice cold cousin named Klata. Like, my boy, we're literally 10 inches apart. We are a BBC apart, my boy. It's not that far. I'm gonna keep it above. It's like literally from here to here. Like, yeah. And my ice cold brother was right in front of me, and then my ice cold sister was more like diagonally that way type shit. And my ice cold parents were all the way in the front, driving the shit. And throughout me, you know what I'm saying, consuming the hub, like taking peeks at the hub, just looking at random ass videos. I'm just consuming like this shit as if it's YouTube, as if it's anime. Just scrolling, like trying to find the best thumbnail, trying to find a video to intrigue me. Like, I'm not trying to beat off right now. Like, obviously, my boy, I wasn't that extreme. I'm not gonna like literally like start stroking my shit while my cousin is sitting next to me. Like, okay, that would be crazy. I'm not gonna lie, I actually did something low-key similar to that. But I'm not gonna lie, bro, that's a whole different story for a whole different, you know what I'm saying, whole different video, my boy. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, the things I did as a teenager, yo, I'm not sure if I would get canceled for it. Nah, I would've been canceled, but it's more like, it's just disgusting, my boy. Like, it's just tragic. It's sad as hell. Comment down below if you guys want me to talk about that, like, the real unfiltered truths of the things I've done in the past. Like, this shit, erotic, lustful, dirty as hell. Like, a low-key might change your perspective on me. Not really though, but it's gonna make you see me in a different light, kind of like, damn, bro, you really did that shit, huh? You nasty ass, dirty ass slob. But maybe some of you guys did something similar. Maybe there's at least one person watched this video who low key, like, I'm not gonna say you beat up, but you low key were just like, you know what I'm saying? You like rub, you like tugged and rubbed your shit for like a couple seconds real quick, even though you were in the same car with another man. But that man was asleep though. Like, when I did this shit, like the dude next to me, he was asleep, my boy. Like, look, see, now it just sounds homo. It just sounds homo. But just know. Also, I'm not gay, by the way. Like, for those of you who thought for a second, like, oh, JT, are you the LGBT? Like, are you rainbowish? Do you eat Fruity Pebbles for breakfast? I'm not gay. I'm a cute about. Like, should I make a video clarifying that? I don't know. Because I'm not trying to disrespect the whole LGBT, ABC shit. I'm not trying to disrespect them, but yeah, my boy, just know I'm straight. But to get back to the humble story, right? The whole 8-hour car drive went by, you know what I'm saying? We finally make it to the hidden sand village, my boy. At this point, bro, I'm just so drained because, you know, when you watch the hub for so long and you just think about booty cheeks when you don't really beat off, it's just like, you kind of feel uneasy, bro. Like, you just want to nut. That's literally how I felt. Like, I'm like kind of pissed because I wanted to nut in a gas station, but I stopped myself because I was like, nah, this shit kind of cringe, bro. Why the fuck am I gonna nut in a gas station? But spoiler alert, you know what I'm saying? Nut in a barbershop. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Stay tuned, bro. It's coming. Chill. I know some of you guys are like, yo, hurry up, JT, hurry up, say the story. My boy, every single detail I'm talking about is highly necessary in order to come to that exact Bounty Titan conclusion of me nutting in a barbershop. It's kind of like the anime Attack on Naruto, where every single episode and every single scene is highly necessary for the story. That's how this shit is too, my boy. Like, I'm Isayama right now. I'm telling the story. Yeah. So look, we finally make it to my ice cold cousin's house. You know what I'm saying? We walk up the front door, knock that door real quick. They open. Little celebration vibe, you know what I'm saying? My aunt and my uncles, they're all coming out. Yo! Giving us handshakes and hugs and all this shit. Kisses on the cheek. Me personally, I'm awkward as hell. I don't know what the fuck to do. Because mind you, I literally just spent hours upon hours just daydreaming, fantasizing about ass. I'm out of this world at this point. I don't know what the fuck is happening, my boy. I'm like, yo, I'm mad awkward. I'm like, social anxiety all over the place, my boy. I'm like, hey, like, bitch, I don't even know how to hug. I don't know, I'm not kissing nobody in the cheek. What the fuck? Oh, hell nah. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I was anti-love at that moment because when you watch the hub too much, my boy, you are anti-love. When you see those girls and the guys on the hub, they're not making love, my boy. They're making movies. They're making entertainment videos. They don't give a fuck about you, my boy. They just want you to consume that shit like a damn zombie. Ah! They don't care about you, my boy. They want you to release gallons. I'm gonna keep it a buck, my boy. We, as a Yagi Nation, I don't know how we're gonna do this, but we need to somehow bring down the hub industry. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I feel like Eren Uzumaki right now. You know how, like, you know, okay, I don't want to spoil anything, but you know how, like, in Attack on Titan, there's like an enemy force, and Eren Yeager, you know what I'm saying, with his crew, he wants to take down these certain enemies. Bitch, these enemies, for me personally, the hub industry, my boy. I don't want another 12-year-old to stumble across the hub and have to go through all this bullshit. It's goofy, my boy. Like, the struggles I went through, like, my boy, this is not cool. Like, yeah, it sounds funny, it sounds cool to talk about, but when you're in the moment, my boy, especially when you don't even know what NoFap is, bro, you literally think you're fucked. Well, at that time, I didn't even know I kind of knew I had an addiction, but at the same time, I wasn't really aware of it, my boy. I never did introspection. I never took the time to actually think about, you know what? I actually watched the hub a little too much. Like, I'm addicted to this. Bro, I can't even go more than 24 hours without looking this shit up. I never thought about that, though, until I stumbled across NoFap in 2019. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, I'm very blessed that NoFap is a thing. Because if not, I humbly don't know if I would even be able to do it by myself. like, it's good to know that other guys are struggling. They're trying to get over it too, my boy. Like, the comments on certain NoFap videos, they actually help. Like, some dudes, they hate the whole NoFap community. They think that all this shit is cap, is cope, or whatever. Like, motherfuckers really think that NoFap is, like, dumb. Me, personally, I don't know what to tell you, my boy. Like, maybe you just don't have a strong hub addiction like other men, but this shit is real, my boy. Like, this hub shit is powerful as hell. Like, right now, I'm not gonna lie, we losing, my boy. We're losing the war. Like, the war of the Yagi Nation versus the hub, bitch, we're losing, bro. We need to win, bro. We need to, like, get more men on here. Like, I'm gonna keep it up. We need to destroy this shit, bro. I don't know how we're gonna do it. Maybe I'm just like chasing a false dream, a dream that will never come true. But it's like, why not try, right? You know what I'm saying? Die trying versus not trying at all. Fuck that shit. We're gonna try hard. Pause. But look, I'm getting way off topic, right? We meet my ICEcold cousins. I'm saying hi to my aunt, my uncle. Bitch, I'm mad awkward. Like, I had severe social anxiety. And that's what you get, low-key, from watching the hub too much. Like, it makes sense, bro. A dude who's just locked in a cage watching the hub all day, put him in a group of people, oh yeah, he's fucked. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo! I mean, he's not gonna do that, though. Hopefully, motherfucker don't get seizures out here, but just know it's not gonna be a pretty sight. So yeah, my boy, pretty much what we did is that we, like, greeted each other, you know what I'm saying? Said hello, blah, blah, blah. Oh, how you been? It's been many months, it's been many years since I saw you. Oh, you're so tall now, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know how aunts and uncles are. Like, motherfucker, we didn't see you in like a year. Now you think you're a different person. It's all good, though. That's actually a good thing, by the way. Like, if someone sees you when you're, like, a teenager or an adolescent or whatever, they don't see you for about a year, and then they see you a year later, and they say, oh, you look exactly the same. Oh, hell nah. Just know, like, mama, you're not evolving. You're not growing. I'm gonna keep it up. You gotta look different. You gotta be different. You gotta have a different aura, a different energy a year later. And hopefully it's a higher vibration. It's a better aura, not a worse one. Now, for me personally, shit, it could have been a worse one. I don't know. From age 15 to age 16, yeah, my hub addiction definitely got stronger. I'm gonna keep it 100. But I don't know, bro. I got a little taller, I guess. Maybe I gained about 3 pounds. Like, maybe the dark circles around my eyes were darker and thicker. But either way, though, we all said what's good to each other. And now it was time to eat dinner. Because remember, it was Thanksgiving Day, right? Gotta celebrate by eating a dead bird, aka a turkey. We all lined up, you know what I'm saying, one by one real quick in a circle, grabbed little pieces of the turkey, you know what I'm saying? Some dudes grabbed the thighs, some dudes grabbed the fucking legs, the feet, the fucking eyeballs, I grabbed the ball sack. You know what I'm saying? We all got pieces of the turkey, right? Just so we could consume it and eat it and, you know what I'm saying? Also Attack on Naruto type vibes, no spoiler. And basically, it was a pretty wholesome night, my boy, I'm not gonna lie, bro. It really reminded me of Attack on Titan Season 4, Part 2, the last episode, low-key, where, you know what I'm saying? No spoilers, but if you know, you know. No spoilers, though. And afterwards, you know, after we all finished eating or whatever, finally we're all stuffed, my boy. We all gained 16 pounds type vibe. Now it was time to, you know what I'm saying, socialize. Yeah, my worst nightmare. As a 16-year-old dude, I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. Talking and socializing in general was the #1 thing I hated. Like, I'm not trying to hang out with nobody. I'm just trying to fucking lay in my bed, play video games, watch anime, and beat my meat. Those are my 3 favorite activities, my boy. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Everything else was just boring. It did not seem as fun. It was like, this is a struggle to do. Like, I don't want to do this, but I guess I have to just to, you know what I'm saying, survive type vibe. Like, me eating food that my mom cooked for me was hard. Pause. But it was literally difficult to just take a spoonful of rice and meat, pause, and put it in my mouth. Because, like, you know what I'm saying, when your dopamine receptors are so fried, my boy, like, little mundane, not even mundane, bro, but just daily activities seem boring, bro. Like, literally drinking tomato juice, mad boring. That's why I was always dehydrated 24/7. Like, my mom and my brother would always have to, like, force me and tell me, like, yo, don't forget to drink water. Drink a cup at least a day. Bro, nowadays I drink damn near 2 gallons of water a day. But back in the day, my boy, I could not even drink more than 6 cups. Nah, fuck that, my boy. I couldn't drink more than 3 cups. Yeah. I'm not even lying. I'm sorry. Like, you know, sometimes I like to over-exaggerate with certain numbers and shit. Nah, this time I'm keeping it in the honey. Never in a million years would I just drink plain water or water in general. Like, bitch, I gotta drink apple juice. I gotta drink orange juice, cranberry. Like, I gotta drink some type of juice, my boy. Like, I need some stimulation in that water. Yeah, I need some sugar. How you do one thing is how you do everything. So obviously, if I needed to add some type of stimulant into my water, of course, when it comes to daily activities, my boy, when it comes to food, I gotta add some type of, like, powder or some shit, some type of, like, spices and salt and all that nasty ass shit. When it comes to eating a pizza, my boy, I just can't, nah, bro. Like, I need to be, like, extra greasy, extra oily. When it comes to watching the hub, I can't just watch a typical boy and girl, hey. Nah, I gotta be some, like, hardcore shit. Like, I'm talking about, like, yeah, like slamming or something. I don't know. It gotta be extreme low key. Like, I can't just watch a dude bust on a girl's face 3 drops. Hell no, I gotta be a waterfall of nut coming out of his thinking stick. Motherfucker might think I'm exaggerating, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. Maybe some of you guys could relate to that. Or maybe some of you guys could relate to the past about that, like your past. Maybe you were down bad like that too. Maybe even worse. I don't know. But just know, like, I know someone out there could relate to this shit. Let's keep it a buck. I know someone could. I don't know who, but shit. You know what I'm saying? One of you fellow Yagis out here? Yeah. But look, let me get back to the story, right? So we're all sitting at the dinner table. We already ate our food, just digesting at this point. But now it's time to socialize, you know what I'm saying? It's time to catch up. Yeah, how you been? How you really been? What you up to? What are your goals for the future? Oh, you're in high school, right? You're about to graduate. What college you want to go to? What do you want to major in? Yeah, you know those questions, right? I know a lot of fellow Yagis are in high school right now. All your family members are asking, so do you want to do engineering or do you want to be a doctor? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know that. I know that feeling. So look, we all went one by one, right? You know what I'm saying? Everyone has something to say. Everyone has something very monumental to say, apparently. Motherfuckers like, look like they got their whole life sorted out or some shit. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go to this career, this STEM career. After that, I'm gonna graduate in about 4 years. Then I'm gonna get my master's. Then I'm gonna get my bachelor's. Like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker talking about, for me, it's all gibberish. I'm like, what the fuck is a bachelor, my boy? Like, dead ass. I'm like, are you talking about that one show, The Bachelors, where like dudes hook up with random girls or some shit? Like, what are you talking about? Because me personally, I was in my own world. And no, I'm not talking about Minecraft, aka your craft. I'm saying creative world, survivor mode, bitch. I'm in my own ice cold world. Not even ice cold. I'm in my own ice twig world. Yeah. Lukewarm world. The fuck you talking about? Just thinking about ass cheeks and shit. Like, literally, all I wanted, bro, I'm gonna keep it 100. I didn't really tell most people this shit, but back then, when I was 16 years old, like, my true dream and vision for the future, even though I didn't really see it being possible, this is what I wanted deep down. My boy. I wanted my own harem of females. Like, I wanted basically to wake up with 5 to 10 beautiful females, my boy, just ready to give me head and massage my balls. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I had my own vision, my boy, of me waking up real quick and females are just feeding me grapes in my mouth. You know what I'm saying? Fanning me with a leaf. You know what I'm saying? That's like with her nipples out real quick, letting me kiss it. Good morning. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm thirsty real quick, gotta drink some milk. Okay, let me suck on the, you know what I'm saying? Let me suck on her breast real quick. Drink some morning milk. What you talking about? I'm gonna keep it a buck. And I think this will stem from watching the anime High School, aka College DxD. I think that's where I got that vision from, bro. Because I was trying to be like that main character real quick, where that dude literally, he woke up, my boy, there's 2 females just like butt ass naked around him. Like, that dead ass what I wanted, bro. This is why anime, not Attack on Naruto, but like the, you know, see, the lustful animes can be very, very detrimental. You gotta watch out, my boys. Like, I don't recommend none of you boys watching these stinky ass etchy animes. You know what I'm saying? With the hen slash the tie. You know, anime hub type shit. Yeah, I was addicted to that shit back then, but just know, bro, please stay away from that shit. I'm not gonna say it's worse than the hub, but it's like, it's a very similar effect, but it's low-key can be more dangerous because, bro, it's literally like the definition of true fantasization. Because motherfuckers are animating cartoons, right? They can animate whatever they want. Whatever comes into their mind, whatever sick, nasty idea comes to their mind, they can literally just animate that shit, paint it on a fucking screen. But a hub video, yeah, you can still do some nasty shit, but you have to actually find real people. You have to do it like in a real scene. Like, it's a little tough, my boy. Like, you're never gonna find a hub video, hopefully not, like a real life hub video of females like getting, you know what I'm saying, getting hey from an octopus. Like, hopefully that shit's not real life. I don't know, I never searched that shit up. Maybe it's on the anti-light web, you know what I'm saying, the dark web, maybe it's on there, but me personally, I don't even know how to access that shit. I don't give a fuck about that. I never want to touch that ever in my life. I'm gonna keep it a book. But yeah, that anime hub shit, watch out, please, bro. This video is not even about the anime hub, bro. Low-key, I should make a whole video about that, about my whole experience with it and shit, because it gets a little disgusting. Yeah. But let me get back to the humble story, right? You know how we're all in a dinner table, we're all going one by one talking about goals? My boy, since my goal in life was literally to have a harem of girls, I felt mad insecure to like say my answer because my boy, like my uncles and aunts, they professional as hell. Like they don't even hear me curse, my boy. Back then I cursed every single second. So for me to literally just say out loud, like to keep it a buck, you know, I just want to have multiple females just slobbing on my knob every morning real quick, feeding me and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just living the life. You know what I'm saying? Relaxing on a beach real quick while getting head. Like, that's what I want. For me to say that, oh hell nah, my boy. Like, ain't no way in a million trillion light years I'm not saying that shit, my boy. I was a seedless, drained, ballless cuck. Because I had no balls, my boy. Like, literally. Like, I'm talking about if you were to look down at my pants in that moment, my nutsack was non-existent. And not even that, my boy. Like, my soul, my presence, I was not there. I had no identity. Because one thing you guys gotta realize is that when you are constantly draining your life force energy, aka busting nuts, my boy, spilling your seed. What is the seed? My boy, your seed is your life force energy, my boy. So what happens when you have no life force energy? You have no life, no energy. You are basically dead. You are non-existent. That's why no one notices you. That's why you have social anxiety. That's why when you are in the middle of a crowd, people could walk over you. Motherfucker, like, people are gonna bump over you real quick. They motherfucking hit your shoulder real quick. You're like, oh shit. You make way for the real men. You make way for the men who are retaining. A dude who's retaining, who's walking by, you notice him immediately. Why do you think dudes on YouTube make videos called female attraction while retaining your seed? No fat female attraction. Why? Because when you hold in your life force energy, my boy, you become more noticeable. And the reason why is because you have, my boy, you have more energy. You are actually alive for once. Because when you are seedless, you're dead. You're a zombie. You know, we all have a soul within us, right? You know what I'm saying? We're all, like, every single person on this planet is just a soul inside a stinky GMO-ass vessel, aka a blob of meat. And guess what, my boy? When you spill that shit, like, you're just losing the soul more and more and more, my boy. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I need to make a video on this. But the actual pure liquid of the nut, my boy, there's a word for it. It's called ojas. I need to make a video on it, though, because it gets very deep. And second of all, I'm not too knowledgeable about this, but I know the basics of it. That is low-key the physical form of your soul. Just a little. It's like, it's not the actual thing, because let's keep it a buck. You could probably bust a lot of times and not die. But after about, you know what I'm saying, a certain number, yeah, you probably will die. Let's keep it a buck. There's actually a news article about a dude who, like, went like 45 times in one day. He died. This is real, my boy. Like, everything's connected, my boy, like, physically. When you release that seed real quick, I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. Like, now the blood flow is just trying to, like, everything, your whole body has to react to that now. Instead of your body sending blood to, you know, certain injuries or maybe strengthening your immune system, just doing good for the body, it low-key has to work harder now just to recover the lost seed. The nut that you just spilled out, my boy, because every single drop of nut has, like, I don't know the exact amount, but it got like 50, 40, 60 drops of blood. Like, it got a lot of blood, my boy. That's why some dudes get headaches and shit after they bust, because, my boy, you got no blood in the head anymore. Your brain is low-key dying. You're killing yourself literally every time you spill your seed, my boy. Like, this ain't no stupid, like, myth or something. This is not a myth, my boy. SR, retaining your seed, is not a myth. It's not like a thing that only some people only do it because, let's keep it about the 99% of people, NPCs with it, nocturnal, pathetic cucks, they just can't do it. Like, or not that they can't, it's just that they don't want to or something. It's too hard. I understand it's very, very difficult. I'm not gonna lie, retaining your seed in general, probably the hardest thing a man could do in his entire life. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. Quote that on your stinky yearbooks and put it by Aaron Uzumaki. It's the truth, my boy. Retain for gains and bust for lust. Why do you think busting is so much easier than retaining? Let's keep it a buck. Yeah, you were born into this world with some type of lust. And I think lust is the ultimate curse, my boy. The curse from the Adam and Eve shit with the, she bit that mango. Okay, now we're getting too deep. Let me chill, my boy. This is a goofy story time. No need, I mean, there is a need to go this deep, but I'm gonna save that for a separate video about retaining your seed, because this is a message that dudes need to hear. I feel like a lot of dudes don't even know this message, or maybe they have an idea about it, but let me break it down into more simpler terms. Because me personally, I like to keep shit simple. So look, back to the dinner table, right? You know what I'm saying? My aunt and my uncles are asking me like, yo, JT, what you want to do for the future? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you want to be part of the Survey Corps? Like, do you want to work for the military police? Do you want to become the next Hokage? Like, you know what I'm saying? What's your career, my boy? What you want to do? And I'm over here goofy as hell. I'm like, I don't know yet. I'm going to keep it up. Like, it sounded almost like that. Like, I stuttered. Took me a minute. There's about 17 seconds of just me mouth breathing at first. Because, like, low-key, I just breathe out of my mouth. I never, ever inhaled through my nose during that time. It's always through my mouth. I'm like this 24/7. Mouth wide open. Looking goofy as hell, my boy. Like, low-key, are you waiting for a cylindrical object to, you know what I'm saying, go inside? Like, boss! But, like, damn, bro. Like, close that fucking mouth. Yeah! But, hey, calm down, my boy. I don't want to cuss too much because, you know what I'm saying, YouTube is a little goofy with it. You know what I'm saying? They can't, you know what I'm saying, you can't curse. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Not for kids, right? Get out of here. But anyways, though, you know, the conversation pretty much ended there because, my boy, what the f can you respond to when I just say, I don't know yet? They're like, oh, okay, you'll probably figure it out soon. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, damn, bro, you just look like a down bad little cook in that moment. But it's all good, though, you know what I'm saying? At least I had, like, other people around me and shit like that. Like, low-key, they were asking them questions after. So, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. They forgot about me because, let's keep it about seedless. non-existent. My boy, you look drained. You're a little raccoon with your eyes. You're done. My boy, get on no fab. Yeah. So after about 2 hours at the dining table, right? Finally, you know what I'm saying, it was officially over. The kids are allowed to go upstairs. The adults just stayed down there to gossip about kids, do whatever, talk about, you know what I'm saying, oh, my son got a grade A in this class or whatever. Oh, my son got a B. Oh, shit, you know what I'm saying? Oh, my son is going to Harvard. You know what I'm saying, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying, how parents are in the Eldian culture. Because me personally, I'm half Eldian, half Marleyan. And I don't know how all cultures are, but at least in my Eldian culture, like, parents like to gossip a lot. But it's all good, though, you know what I'm saying? I respect them humbly. But anyways, though, all the anti-adults went upstairs. You know, me, my cousin, my brother, and my sister, we all went upstairs real quick, right? To spend quality time together, aka by playing video games. Now, for those who don't know, back in the year 2066, it was very common for families, you know, to spend time together just playing video games. Like, I'm talking about literally staring at a screen, looking at colorful pixels while holding a GMO plastic device and tapping buttons. That's quality time, boy. Instead of looking at one another in the eye, no homo, and, you know, having a deep talk, talking about your life and shit like that, you know, hearing about other stories, my boy, we just staring at a screen real quick playing games. But yeah, my boy, we pretty much played video games for about 2 to 3 hours. And when I say video games, I'm talking about, my boy, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Wii Sports. Yeah, if you know, you know. Because believe it or not, back in that time in 2016, my boy, like, the Nintendo Wii was like our favorite system. Like the favorite console we all like to play together. Yeah, the PS3 or PS4 was cool, but at the same time, fuck out of here, my boy, let me play that Wii. Let me play that wiener. Boss! But yeah, bro, after about 3 hours of playing GMO-ass, stinky-ass electronic video games, right? We all finally decided, you know what? Let's actually do something more high vibrational. Come on, bro, like, playing video games, okay, that's cool, that's delayed gratification, but let's do some instant gratification. AKA, let's play some board games. So we whipped out Monopoly, we whipped out some playing cards, you know what I'm saying? Like, we played BS, we played Goldfish, we played Egyptian War, we played Speed, shout out to ISO Speed, shout out to ISO Slow. Yay! We played all types of goofy ass games, right? It was pretty cool, bro. This lasted for about an hour or two. And then midnight came around. Okay, the parents, the aunts were like, time to go to bed, little kids. So we're all like, damn, bro. Guess we gotta go to sleep, right? You know what I'm saying? So what did I do? Well, of course, you know what I'm saying, my ice cold nightly routine. Went to the bathroom real quick. No one's around. Yeah! Just a little quick one real quick. Like, it wasn't anything spectacular. It wasn't anything magnificent, bro. It was literally just a good 8 or 9 droplets of spinal fluid. Just came out of my digging stick onto the bathroom floor. Now, if you are one of my cousins watching this, I humbly apologize for nutting in your bathroom. But just know I did my best to clean it. You know what I'm saying? I whipped out the toilet paper. I dried it up and shit like that. So, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. It's all just water under the bridge now, right? But look, that's pretty much what happened that day on Thanksgiving Day for sure. But hey, this is not why you guys click on the video. You guys wanted to hear about how I nutted in a barbershop, right? Well, guess what? The next day, yeah, this is where it all went down. So look, officially it's the next day. I think I woke up at around 9 or 10 a.m. type vibe. And the first thing we all did as a family is we all went out to a mall. You know what I'm saying? You know how like when you travel to a new city, a new area, you gotta go ahead and explore the malls, right? Explore the shopping centers and see what's going on. Me personally, at the time, I didn't give a shit. I didn't give a damn about no mall, about no shopping centers. My boy, I'm not shopping for shit. First of all, I got no money. Second of all, bitch, what am I supposed to buy? Like, bro, I literally wore the same clothes every single day. You know how in school, aka concentration camp, there's always like a random ass stinky crusty kid in the corner of the room who just wears the same exact jacket, the same exact shirt, the same exact shorts, and the same exact shoes every single day? Yeah, that was me, my boy. His name was JT IceCold. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That was me, bro. Every single day I wore the same green, grayish running shoes. Because believe it or not, during that time when I was 16 years old, I actually was on the cross-country team, my boy. Like, I was running around every day type shit. And, I mean, let's just say every single race, every single meetup that we had, I always came, like, damn near last place. Like, the way I ran, it may seem like I'm obese. But in reality, I was anorexic. So it's like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, how is a bony kid running like a fat dude? But hey, you know what I'm saying? We don't body shape over here, right? But yeah, I didn't want to shop at all, bro. So when I was in this malls, bro, I'm literally just looking around. I'm like, but this shit boring as hell. Like, all I really did, literally, bro, was just play Pokemon Go if there was signal. Because sometimes in the mall, you know, the Wi-Fi is working. But then other times, the Wi-Fi is kind of slow. It's kind of ass. So I'm like, bro, there's nothing here, bro. There's no Pokestops. There's no cool Pokemon over here, my boy. There's no shiny shits. Like, damn, this shit ass. So I put my phone away. So at this point, I'm literally just scanning around the mall looking for some booty, my boy. Looking for some jiggly jigglies. I'm just literally looking at mothers walking by. You know what I'm saying? Looking at MILFs, looking at GILFs. low key, you know what I'm saying, looking at some like teenage girls because, bro, I was a teenager, chill, bro. I was 16, bro. So of course I'm looking at 16-year-olds as well, yeah. And on top of that, every single time we would pass by some type of lingerie shop. And for those who don't know what lingerie is, it's basically like, you know what I'm saying, like female underwear and shit. You know what I'm saying, bras and swimsuits and everything like that. You know, like a Victoria's Secret shop. And for those of you who ever passed by the store called Victoria's Secret, but me personally, I don't know what Victoria's Secret even is though. Like, what is her secret? Like, is Victoria low-key a trans? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, does she low-key have a digging stick? I don't know. But look, let me get back on topic, right? So every single time I would pass by one of these Victoria's Secret shops, I would instantly just stare at the posters on the wall. And no, the posters were not of Attack on Naruto. The posters were not anime pictures. They were literally just pictures of bikini models. Like I'm talking about, they tried their best to have the slim waist girls or whatever on the wall, showcasing the fucking brand of the underwear they're wearing. It's basically, they're trying to lure you in type vibe. They're trying to make girls insecure and make dudes bust. Like, let's just keep it a buck. Like, why else are you showing some model out there who's butt-ass naked? Let's keep it a buck. But my goofy ass, I saw that instantly, my boy, drool is coming out of my nose, blood is coming out of my ears and eyes. My boy, I'm erect. I'm hard, I'm rock solid, I wanna go. I wanna low-key just whip it out in that moment, onto that piece of paper on the wall. But hey, I did have some self-control, thankfully. Other than looking at the models on the posters, I also like to look at mannequins. Like I'm talking about, we would be in some type of store, maybe JCPenney, maybe a fucking Macy's, a Target, I don't even know, like some type of store, right? And I see a mannequin, just know I'm grabbing that shit. Like if I see a mannequin with some jugs or with a booty popping out, my hand is on there. People may call it, you know what I'm saying, SA, aka assault sexual. I don't know, my boy, but just know I grabbed that shit for a good 0.7 seconds. I'm just feeling the ass, I'm feeling the nipple real quick. Obviously it was plastic, but still, my boy, I gave it a good smack. And believe it or not, that right there was probably the closest physical interaction I ever had with a female in my entire life. There's a humble reason why I call these story times beta tales. Come on. But look, after the whole mall stuff, you know, we went to eat something real quick. And then after we ate, my boy, I'm not gonna lie, this is where the story takes place. My ice cold brother said, look, my hair is long as shit. I'm trying to get a haircut, right? That's what he said. So me and the other cousins were like, for sure, let's go ahead and take you to a haircut place. Let's take you to a random ass barbershop just to get your shit cut. So that's what we did, right? We traveled a few minutes away real quick to this random local stinky barbershop. We made it there, and now I had a humble decision right here. I could either sit in this barbershop for a good 30 minutes to an hour just to watch another man get his haircut, which is slightly sus and slightly goofy, or I could go with the other cousins and buy some donuts and some Hershey Kisses and just eat some junk food, because that's low-key what they were going to do. So in my head, I was like, okay, let me calculate. I can either walk around over there and hit some cardio real quick, because obviously when we're walking around to get donuts, it's gonna take some type of exercise, my boy. We gotta walk a little bit. Now me personally, I'm anti-exercise at this time. Like I hated exercise, I hated sports. I'm not trying to do anything, my boy. I'm just trying to lay around. So I saw an opportunity at this moment, right? To either sit down in a GMO chair for a good 30 minutes or to walk around. And I'm like, oh hell nah, bro. My feet are already hurting from this shit. From the whole time we're walking around the mall, this shit was boring as hell. Let me go ahead and sit down on this GMO chair and watch another man get his hair played with. Pause. So boom, I'm in this barbershop. My brother sat on a goofy ass chair like this. The goofy ass barber pulled up and started just playing with his hair real quick. You know what I'm saying? Spraying with the spray bottle, combing the shit. You know what I'm saying? Doing some barber type stuff. Just cutting his shit. Alright, for sure. Now look, this whole time, I'm just over here. First, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't do anything. I'm just sitting there. I'm low-key just evaluating the barber, touch another man's scalp and just like, you know what I'm saying? Grab his hair and just cut. I'm just watching it at this point because low-key, I'm not gonna lie, it gave me a little bit of a dopamine rush. Like it looks somewhat stimulating. But guess what though? Since my brain was so fried, after a good 37 seconds, bro, I was already bored as hell. Like me personally, I'm not gonna say I had ADHD, but I definitely had something, bro, just due to all the stimulation in my life. Because, bro, that shit was boring as hell. I cannot even sit in one place for more than like 10 seconds, bro, like without like moving around or doing something goofy. So I'm watching this shit, I'm like, okay, fuck this, whipped out my phone. Immediately started scrolling on social media. Yeah, that's low-key one of the first things I did whenever I whipped out my phone. Check social media and also check my Clash of Clans account. Those are my main big two. So I'm doing that real quick. And after obviously about a couple seconds or a couple minutes, a thought comes in my mind. Now when I say thought, I'm literally talking about a thought. Yeah, a very lustful, demonic, succubus type image. Come on, if you know, you know. We all have our own definitions of a thought, but just know, at that moment, my boy, it was just big, jiggly ass. That was the only thing on my mind, right? And, you know, one thing about me, my boy, is that during that time, whenever I not even during that time, like in general, bro, like most of the times whenever I would always specifically go on the hub and search up a scenario that matches the environment I'm currently in. For example, let's say I'm studying for a test, right, and it's getting a little stressful. I'm getting mad bored. I'm like, bro, this test shit is boring as hell. Let me go ahead and look up on the hub right now. Dude gets his meat sucked on while studying for a test. Yeah, I was trying to match my scenario. So in that exact goofy moment, in my head, I was thinking, for sure, I'm chilling in this barbershop. Obviously, I can't just whip it out right now and start going crazy, bitch. Like, first of all, my brother's gonna see my ball sack. The barber might see my shit and he might arrest me or something. Something might happen, right? So obviously, I gotta go in the bathroom. Yeah, the public restroom. Come on. So what did I look up on the hub? My boy, I looked up this exact sentence. Big booty gets smashed in public restroom. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I wanted to make sure that whatever happened, it was exactly matching my environment, bro, because I wanted to feel like I was in that video. I wanted to be that guy getting his knob slobbed on. Yeah, I wanted to be him. I'm gonna keep it a buck. And that's why 99% of people watch the hub anyways, unless you literally are watching the hub because you want to be that dude in the corner watching two other people smash. That's also a fetish on its own, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of developed that over time. I'm gonna keep it a buck. But in general though, I always love seeing things in POV point of view, because me personally, I wanted to be the dude in the video and the female is like, you know what I'm saying, pleasing me. Yeah, I was a greedy ass stinky kid. So basically, I immediately just looked that shit up real quick while sitting down on the chair. I looked it up real quick because obviously I want to find the perfect video first and then go to the bathroom and go crazy, my boy. Like, I'm not trying to go to the bathroom, stand there like a goofy ass kid and look for the video. Hell nah. I want to have the exact video, the exact minute and second already prepared. Like, I'm literally planning exactly in my head, okay, this is the exact stroking pattern I'm going to do. I'm going to match the dudes, you know what I'm saying, clapping. And after that, I'm going to nut at the same time the dude nuts. Or I'm going to find a perfect point in the video where I feel like it's worthy of my nut. I'm going to keep it a buck. I was very particular with it. I had a perfectionist mindset when it came to the hub. I'm going to keep it a buck. Sometimes I would spend up to 3 hours just to find one particular video just to beat off and have a good 6-second moment. Like the shit. 3 hours, my boy. But in this case, in this stinky barbershop, it took me about, I would say, 8 minutes to find, I'm saying, a decent video to beat off to. So look, I had the exact video ready to go. I skipped the whole intro and all that fluffy, stupid, you know what I'm saying? Oh, the girl and the guy gotta meet each other first. They gotta have a little playful, cringy act or some shit. And then the dude start getting head and then they finally get into action. My boy, I skipped all the anime intros, the whole anime openings. I just went straight to the action, my boy. Straight 5 minutes in, okay? So I kept it there. Turned off my phone, put it in my pocket, got up. Low key, my shit is already a little hard, I'm not gonna lie. My shit is like, yeah, like 30% there. I looked around real quick. Looked at my brother, I told him like, hey, I'm about to take a doodle real quick. He looked at me, he was like, for sure. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you believe me or not, but yeah, just know. Because me personally, I'm not gonna lie, it's very, very rare for me to take doodles in public. That's one thing about me, my boy, you will never ever see me take a shit in public. Fuck out of here, my boy, like, nah, bro. Unless I really, really gotta go, like I'm about to have explosive diarrhea, then for sure I might, you know what I'm saying, go to the restroom. But just know, 99.9% of the time, I will never take a doodle in public. So yeah, bro, that's what I told him. But take a doodle. Went to that bathroom real quick, closed the door, locked it. You know what I'm saying? Cause luckily it was actually a one-person bathroom. You know what I'm saying? I was very lucky right there. If it was public, I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I definitely would still beat off. I'm gonna keep it up. But since this was actually like a one-person bathroom, I felt more safe. Yeah. So I locked the door real quick. I'm standing there, got the video ready to go, whipped up my phone, and right here, I'm not gonna lie, bro, this is a warning. If you are above the age of 52, you gotta click off this video. It's not for you. I'm gonna keep it above. Like, this is not for no kids, my boy. Like, what we're about to say is gonna be very, very out of pocket, very disgusting, and low-key creepy to a perverted level. So please, my boy, if you are above the age of 52, click off this video right now. So now that most of you have clicked off this video, I can finally speak to the real ones real quick, right? So look, I humbly recommend that you watch the rest of this video with your volume all the way up and make sure to watch it right next to your parents. So yeah. So the first thing I did, my boy, I had my phone out. I instantly just whipped out my digging stick. Yeah, my boy, I'm talking about my cock is out now. Yeah, in public. What you talking about, my boy? It can breathe air. It can breathe oxygen for once. It's out right there. I'm not gonna lie, looking majestic. Let's low-key point it upwards real quick. A little tilt to the left, because me personally, I do curve a little to the left, but it's all good, right? Shout out to leftists. And yeah, I was pretty much ready to start stroking. But guess what, though? I stumbled across a very horrendous down bad issue. I realized I got no lotion. I have no lube. How the hell am I gonna, oh, I can't just do it dry. Hell nah, but it's gonna feel like ass. And I'm a lustful, stinky, dirty kid, my boy. I'm trying to maximize pleasure. If I'm gonna do this, I gotta do it to its maximum potential. So then I started thinking, what should I do, my boy? Like, there gotta be some way I could do this, right? Should I low-key just use water? Use the sink real quick? So I'm not gonna, I tried it real quick. I turned on the sink real quick. I put it in hot water real quick. Put up my hand, started stroking. It felt like doo-doo, bro. Because remember, I was already low-key desensitized. Is that a word, desensitized? Basically, my meat was not sensitive at all. Like, it took a lot, my boy, for it to actually get up real rock solid and actually, like, feel good. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, lotion, that will get the job done. But water? Hell nah, that's too rough. I'm gonna keep it a buck. So in my head, I'm thinking, like, bro, like, how is this possible? Like, am I fucked? Am I screwed? Like, can I not go? Can I not do it now? So then I started brainstorming for a bit. I'm not gonna lie, at this point, I'm just standing there. Low-key, my meat is damn near getting limp. And I'm just thinking, how do I do this? How do guys get hand jobs from females? Like, do females literally just bring a lotion bottle everywhere they go? Hell nah. I can't imagine that, bro. Like, imagine you're in the middle of a forest real quick and a female just whips out a lotion bottle from her backpack. It ain't gonna happen, my boy. What does she use? Hand sanitizer? I'm like, bro, at this point, I'm dumb as hell. I'm like, what do females do? What type of liquid do they use in order to stroke the meat? And after about a good 2 to 3 minutes of me brainstorming, I finally came to the realization, my boy. They use their saliva, my boy. Their saliva. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Yeah, they spit on the meat. So now, me personally, I'm looking down at my meat. It's low-key limp. I'm low-key having a telepathic conversation with it. I'm looking at it, I'm like, bro, are you good with me spitting on you? Cause this shit is low-key a little foo-foo, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm low-key thinking, like, do I really gotta go down this far to use my own spit? Like, that shit low-key down bad. I'm not gonna lie, my logical brain started to turn on for a quick second, telling me like, okay, bro, this is low-key getting out of hand, bro. Like, out of here, get it out of hand. Shut the fuck up. Just put it away and just beat off later tonight with a lotion bottle. Like, you're chill. But guess what? Me personally, I'm not leaving empty-handed. I gotta gain something out of this. Yeah, I gotta feel some type of pleasure. So guess what? I said, you know what? Fuck this shit, my boy. Let me just throw away my ego for this quick second and let me spit all over my shit. Yeah. Let me just spit and go crazy with it. I don't care, my boy. At this point, I'm just gonna turn into a monster for the next 5 minutes. Who cares, right? Yeah. So that's what I did. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I mustered up the courage to, you know what I'm saying, gather up all the spit I got in my mouth. I'm sucking it all up. I'm ready to go. I'm looking at my meat. I'm staring right at it. I'm like, for sure, my boy. Here goes nothing. Boom. I let out a big ass droplet of spit. Yeah. I spit down, and guess what? I missed. The spit hit the fucking toilet seat. Yeah, I missed, my boy. I'm not saying that my meat is a small target. Chill, bro. My shit is good. My shit, you know what I'm saying? My size is good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very confident with it. But I missed, though. I guess my aim was ass. In my head, I'm like, damn, bro. I like playing basketball and shit, but I can't even aim to spit on my meathead. This is goofy. But I'm like, it's all good, though. I can regenerate my spit just like, you know what I'm saying, a Titan can regenerate its limbs. So that's what I did, my boy. I took a few seconds. Making another spit formation. Got one ready to go. This time, I'm holding my head now. I'm holding my meat, my boy, so I make sure it don't dangle around and move anywhere, my boy. Stop trying to dodge the spit, my boy. I see you trying to dodge it. Yeah, it's all good. Grabbed it real quick, choking it at this point. I'm like, yeah, you're gonna feel this one, my boy. Low-key talking to it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm talking to my cock. Pause. Look down on it. Boom, I spit on it, my boy. Yeah, let a big one out. Landed right on the shaft. Come on. I'm like, for sure. I start stroking the shit now. I'm like, oh, okay. It does feel goofy, but it ain't bad, though. It's definitely better than water. So as I'm stroking low key, I'm like, let me form another one. Let me get some more spit on. Let me lube it up even more. So that's what I did, my boy. Blah. You know what I'm saying? Shooting bullets on it real quick. Yeah. Low key busting from my own mouth onto my meat. How gay is that? Yeah. But it's all good, though. No disrespect to the LGBTs. I basically, at this point, I'm just spitting on my shit real quick, getting it all lubed up, ready to go. And once I'm confident, my boy, I feel like, okay, it's pretty wet. It's pretty magnificent. It's ready to go. For sure. Let me use my sneaky ass finger to press play on this damn goofy hub video. So that's what I did. Press play, and now I'm matching the man's stroking technique. So if I see the guy's digging stick going in and out of the hole, like, 30 beats per minute, that's what I'm doing too. You know what I'm saying? Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. I'm not gonna lie, my boy, I was a musician at the time. I did play an instrument, so I knew something about tempo. So I knew, okay, 30 strokes per minute, for sure, let me match that real quick. Hey, hey. I'm matching the exact rhythm as the man on the hub. I'm gonna keep it a buck, yeah, my boy, because remember, I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, low-key feel like I'm in there. I wanted to feel like I'm in that fantasy, I'm in that illusion, I'm in that goofy-ass world. So that's what I did, my boy. I'm matching, I'm like this, hey, hey, hey. And yeah, bro, a good, I don't know, 53 seconds went by. Hey, hey, hey. And obviously the dude did start speeding up, you know what I'm saying? Now he's 66 strokes per second. Hey, 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 going a little faster. I'm like, for sure then. I'm matching it too, and finally, busted, my boy. A good 13 droplets, my boy. 13 drops of ice cold nut all over the toilet seat. Now at this point, I closed the hub video. I turned off real quick because I'm not gonna lie, I'm like, okay, let me turn that shit off real quick. I'm looking at the nut on the toilet seat. I'm like, damn, bro. Looking at my own digging stick with my own saliva on it. Low-key feeling disgusted. I'm like, the fuck? Bro, I really just busted on this toilet seat with my own spit. What the actual shit? I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at the toilet seat. I'm like, I gotta clean this up though? I'm tired as I'm drained as fuck, bro. I literally just want to sleep right now. But, you know, for the common courtesy of this whole barbershop, I will clean up my own DNA. So that's what I did, my boy. I wiped up my own ice cold kids, got it on the toilet paper, put it in the toilet, flushed it, and now all I had to do left was clean my stinky hands and my stinky ass meat, my boy, because I just spit all over it. I'm like, oh, hell nah. Low-key, as I was cleaning the shit, bro, I'm not gonna lie, as I was washing my hands in the sink, I low-key felt like a murderer after they clean up the blood on their hands, after they just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, murdered someone. I'm not gonna lie, I felt like a criminal. I felt goofy. Like, this was completely different than a typical session with lotion. With spit? Oh, nah. I felt different. I felt some type of way. I was like, okay. Because typically, I'm not gonna lie, when I was 16, like, yeah, I bust all the time. The guilt is not really there. I have, like, slight guilt because it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Social anxiety guilt. It's kind of like, oh, shit, I just busted into my fucking classmate. You know what I'm saying? I might see her tomorrow. Now it's gonna be a little awkward. But this type of guilt, it just felt a little different. It's like, bro, what the fuck? I low-key felt like I just put graffiti all over the bathroom. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like graffiti with my own nut. Yeah. Painted my name real quick. Yeah. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I felt like a delinquent. Whatever the fuck that word is. You know what I'm saying? Just like a bad kid. That's what I felt like. Not a bad guy. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh, females love bad guys. Nah, bro. I felt like a down bad guy. Yeah. A down bad dude. What you talking about? And yeah, basically just cleaned up real quick. And right before I left the bathroom, I'm not gonna lie, I just looked at myself in the mirror for a good couple seconds. Stared at my own reflection off the crusty ass stinky mirror, because the mirror in that bathroom, I'm not gonna lie, it was not clean. It was a very dusty, low-key bus juice all over the mirror type mirror. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm talking about, if you ever go to a public restroom and the mirrors are kind of foggy and dirty and just have a lot of white marks, this mirror was like that. But I could kind of see myself through the reflection. I could see the dark circles around my eyes. I could see the stinky look on my face of despair. But to be humbly honest, I didn't really think much of it. I just saw myself, I was like, yeah, it is what it is. Still gonna beat my meat tomorrow. Still gonna beat my meat for the rest of my life. Fuck it. Yeah, my boy. That was my life as a high schooler. But luckily, my boy, thanks to the Lord, thanks to God, my boy, I found NoFap in 2019. I'm gonna keep it a buck. If I never stumbled across a NoFap YouTube video, to this day, I would probably be nutting in a barbershop right now. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, when you get too addicted to the hub, you probably could become a criminal. Now, it may not be too extreme to the point where you become an EDP 446, but you might do some weird shit if you're not careful. I'm gonna keep it a buck. If you let your lustful desires get the best of you, one way or another, your life will go downhill. I can guarantee you that. And that right there is the lesson of this entire video. Because remember, every time I make a Beta Tales, every time I make a story time, there's always a monumental ice cold lesson to learn at the end. Or maybe throughout the whole story, like maybe just some random things clicked in your mind, like, okay, now I know what not to do. So hopefully, my boys, you guys learned something from the story. I know a lot of it was just like a lot of goofy vibes, because me personally, I love being goofy. Like, can I not be goofy? Like, damn! But hopefully, my boys, you learned a very monumental lesson in this video, that watching the hub is insanely demonic, and it will not benefit your life whatsoever. I don't care, my boy. There's no scientific study. There's no benefit whatsoever, my boy. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, you could look up all day long What is one benefit of watching the hub? There is none. None, my boy. It's not real. It's fake. It's GMO. It's all an act. It's all meant to make you weak. It's all meant to make you a cuck. Like, let's just keep it above. That's why it feels so stimulating and so good in the moment when you're watching it. It's literally the most powerful drug, my boy. Like, this shit, when you get high off the hub, yeah, I'm gonna keep it above. You get addicted quick. This shit look like heroin. And me personally, I never even did heroin. I'm gonna keep it above. In my entire life, in my entire 22 years of living on this goofy ass planet called Jupiter, I've never done drugs except for one. And that one is called the hub. Yeah. For those of you guys who think like, oh, I'm drug free. What are you talking about? I don't do drugs. I don't smoke crack. I don't do any of that. But you watch the hub though. Yeah, you a drug addict. I'm gonna keep it about. Yeah. Watch out, my boy. Be careful on these streets. Anytime you see some type of lustful content, immediately get the fuck away. I'm gonna keep it about. That's the best thing you can do for your mental health. The more time you spend away from the hub, the better your life will become. Assuming that you are doing good habits though. Like, I'm not saying to just get off the hub, but spend all day playing video games, spend all day on social media. That's goofy as hell. And I'm not gonna lie, if you do that, chances are you will end up going to the hub anyways. This ain't no rocket science. Shout out to spaceship science. It's mad simple. So in order to stop watching the hub, dead ass just live a very high vibrational, fulfilling life. If you have to go off and beat off, my boy, to pixels on the screen, that just shows that you're not happy in your current situation. And trust me, I've been there many times, my boy. A lot of introspection, I realized, okay, my boy, this is why I'm not fulfilled right now. I'm not fulfilling my purpose. That's why I'm busting gallons. So let me fulfill my purpose real quick, and yeah, let me focus less on that booty and focus more on your duty. It's mad simple. I'm gonna keep it a buck. But yeah, bro, that's pretty much the story time here. I know it's pretty long and lengthy, pause, but hopefully it was humbly worth it, my boys. Smash that thumbs up, and if you made it to this point in the video, comment down below. Retain for gains. Come on. But yeah, bro, there's pretty much not much else to say other than, stay blessed, stay healthy, or stay wealthy, because this is your boy, IcecoldJT. Sign it out.